WVU is going to have a new quarterback this year, and football season is getting closer, believe it or not. The Mountaineers have just started spring camp. We got all our new quarterbacks. Now, listen, so far they've kept things quiet under wraps, but WVU is going to have a new quarterback next season. And today we're going to discuss who that might be, who that should be, and who that could be. Now, first off, who should be the quarterback, you would think, who's leading the race by default, is Garrett Green. He's got the most experience there. He's been there. He knows the playbook. He knows the team. He knows the coaching staff. He's got the experience. He followed Neil Brown from his old school to WVU. So he's got the relationship, even though things looked a little rocky with him on the sidelines last season. We don't really know how that relationship is, but you think, by all intents and purposes, Garrett Green has the green light to start for WVU this season. Now, what is Garrett Green? Who are we getting with him? We know he can move. We've seen him run last season. He had more yards in a lot of games last season than our run game in some games, our running backs. I mean, one game, I think he had like a 50-yard run. So we know he can run. We know he can scramble. Now, his throwing is a mystery. I think a lot last season, Neil Brown was protecting him from letting him lose the ball. But if he's going to start for West Virginia this season, not only does he have to run, he's going to have to throw the football downfield. You have to get defensive on their toes. What makes a dual threat quarterback so dangerous is the defenses have to watch the run game and the pass game. And if everyone knows he's running 3 out of 4 plays, no one's going to be threatened. So what we need to learn about Garrett Green through spring camp, through camp when we get closer to football, is can he throw the ball? Because we know he can run. We know he's got the experience. We know he knows the playbook, and we know he's got the relationship with Neil Brown. So you'd think Garrett Green is the guy this year, but hold up. We got 2 other quarterbacks that we're battling with. Next, we'll talk about Will Crowder. Will Crowder has been in the WV program too. He was a freshman last year. This guy, he's got a lot of potential. Personally, I know the least about him than the other quarterbacks. I haven't seen much on him, but according to his scouting report, he's got it all. He's a good passer from the scouting report on him. So when you think of Garrett Green as the run first guy, Will Crowder might be the guy that leads with the arm first. He is younger, but a lot of people really have high potential for him and think he could be a big guy in this game and in college football. And he is listed as a Power 5 starter, which where Garrett Green maybe didn't get any opportunities. You know, he followed Neil Brown from a smaller school and came to a Power 5 program. But people think Will Crowder is that guy. Now, I don't know a lot about him other than what people tell me about his potential. So could Will Crowder start this season? I need some feedback from you guys. Let me know what you think about Will Crowder in the comments, and if he has the potential to start this season or if he's going to be the first backup. I mean, these guys are playing for a backup role too. You got Will Crowder, who's been in the program, and you got Neil Markiel coming in as a freshman. So if Garrett Green is the week 1 starter, then who's that first backup quarterback? Next, we got the guy who we've talked the most about on this channel and the kid who's got WVU fans excited, Nico Markiel. Listen, y'all know the myth. Y'all know the rumors. Y'all know the game at Bishop Gorman where he came back in 2 minutes and led his team to a victory over a school they shouldn't have beat. And they were down by like 22 points with 2 minutes left. That might have been the most exciting football I've watched in many years. And that includes the NFL and college football. And it was a high school game on a Friday night. It was fantastic. And this guy just has starting quarterback potential on him. You know, he's projected to be a top five round draft pick in the NFL, maybe not round 1, but people think maybe round 3 to 4. He could be an NFL draft pick. He's a pro style quarterback. He's got it all. I haven't seen too much of him, but what I have watched, he reminds me a lot of Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills, meaning he is a pass first quarterback, but he's kind of sneaky on the run game too. He might not be as run first like a Garrett Green type of guy, but he can move. And people aren't expecting a lot because I think he is maybe more of a pocket quarterback and a pass first quarterback, but when he moves, he moves. We all know this guy has, I think, the heart that WVU fans have been looking for, and, you know, that big game potential as we've seen in the Bishop Gorman game. We need someone, and we've been missing that for years, someone that can come out and win the big game that West Virginia is not supposed to win. When's the last time that West Virginia has won a game that West Virginia is not supposed to win? I'm not even sure even in the Will Grier era we've done that. Maybe it's been as far back as Pat White. Maybe Geno Smith. Geno Smith had some big wins, but it's been a long time since West Virginia's have went into a game against Oklahoma, against a big game that we don't belong in, and everyone's picking against us. Is this the guy that can win us one of those games, two of those games? Is this a guy that can take us to the next level? A lot of fans, including myself, think so. Now, that being said, he's coming in as a freshman. Does he start this year? I think there's no doubt in our minds that this guy is the future of West Virginia. I think he's got huge potential. I think he's going to be a starting quarterback. I think he can get drafted in the NFL. And I think he might be better than a lot of us even think. But does he start this year? That's what we're looking for right now. Do they sit him out a year? Do they redshirt him? And like I just talked about, Garrett Green seems like the logical choice to start this year and let these other guys develop. Let Will Crowder sit, let Neil Markiel sit, learn the playbook, develop. But a lot of this is going to depend, I think, is how good is Nico Markiel now? Is he that much better as it is now as a freshman coming into college? Is he that much better than the other two? Or is it close? Because if he's a little better and it's close, I think you play Garrett Green and let him lose it. But if it's so good that he's undeniable, will he start? Also, I think a lot of it is Neil Brown's job security. Neil Brown got a lot of flack this last season, rightfully so. But this is the year I think he needs to start putting some wins together, or people are going to start looking for his job or questioning things. So as I saw a lot of people last season say on Twitter when Nico committed, Nico could be a coach job-saving quarterback, meaning maybe Neil Brown have no choice to put this kid in and try him out if things aren't going well for West Virginia to start the season. So all that being said, we got 3 potential quarterbacks coming to West Virginia this year. We got Garrett Green, probably be the starter. In my mind, he would be the closest there. Will Crowder, I know the least about him, but I fear he's got a lot of potential. Pass first quarterback, big arm. He could be the guy. Nico Markiel, we love him. West Virginia fans love him. We hear good things, great things. He could be the future, but does he start this year? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. Hey, listen, guys, thanks for keeping along with us all this time. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like, comment down below. Let me know who you think the starter will be come week 1 in West Virginia. Is it Will Crowder, Garrett Green, or is it Nico Markiel? Also, before you go, we'll have regular shows coming back mid-April. So stay tuned for that. I'll be back with the brand new Joe Talk Sports, and we'll talk all things West Virginia as we always do. Pittsburgh Penguins and the goddamn Steelers. Let's go, baby. Subscribe. See you guys next time.